Are you gonna use your little intro? Or are you gonna?
Yeah, I am.
I love that thing.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tattoo Talk Tuesday. So if it's your first time here, this is a pretty major episode, pretty big YouTube milestone for the channel, as this is my very first YouTube collab?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, collab.
This is a YouTube collaboration.
Yes, it is. And I think it's my first collab too, with like a YouTuber.
Big firsts here. So if it's your first time joining, this is Tattoo Talk Tuesday. Welcome to the channel. Tattoo Talk Tuesday is our weekly interactive tattoo talk show where we take user-generated questions and try to answer them ourselves by lending our experience to you as tattoo collectors. So, pretty major guest on the channel today. Do you want to introduce yourself just in case you might not know who you're looking at?
Hi, I'm Morgan Joyce. I have a YouTube channel. It's Morgan Joyce. I don't know.
You have to tell the people why you're an authority, why you are a tattoo collector authority.
What? What do you mean?
Not like I have tattoos, damn it.
Yeah.
But definitely talk about your career. You're really successful.
Right.
Don't downplay yourself at all right now.
Okay. Okay. It's not that major, but I'm a hairstylist, I am a YouTuber, and I am a model, which I've been a model for a long time, but now I'm an alternative model. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not that exciting.
Alt models are rad.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that alt models are here and they're out there, and I think being able to view like really strong people like doing things that aren't totally average and aren't the things you see all the time are really crucial.
Yeah,
you do a great thing.
Thank you.
I totally mean that. So today, since we're both on here, this is my dream collaboration. Here it is. I think it's your dream collaboration too. Some of you guys request this video on every single video. Here it is.
Here it is. People are gonna freak out.
And
awesome.
Today we're talking about, I think, a question that I get a lot, and it's not a question I could definitely tackle myself. So I'm really stoked. And today it's, are tattoos actually addicting, fully tattooed in our 20s? Both of us have jackets on today. I was a little worried people would be like, oh, you got a bird tattoo? But
oh, yeah.
maybe a little screen grab of both of us in bathing suits. I don't know.
Both of us just naked.
I think, you know, if you know anything about our archive collection of things on the internet.
Right.
We've been around the block, a little tattoo community. So I think a question that definitely comes up a lot, whether people are asking it or people are saying it, is like, are tattoos actually addicting?
Yeah. Because, I mean, you can really be addicted to anything. It doesn't have to be a physical addiction always. It's like a mental one, you know?
I think I worry about the whole culture of like tattoos like being like radical, like tattoos are addicting.
Right, yeah, right. Because they associate it with other kinds of addiction or even just anything negative, like being a criminal or being this whatever. It's not always that. Sometimes people just enjoy it.
So I guess my first question for you and for myself is, do you consider yourself fully tattooed? I think people definitely, I get a little bit of backlash when I say that I'm like heavily tattooed.
Right.
If I ever let that slip up as like my clout on this channel, people are like, hey, I don't view you that way.
Right.
Do you view yourself that way?
It's hard because I feel like 16-year-old me in my head thinks that I'm like super heavily tattooed, you know, like so tattooed, but 24-year-old me, having known other people that are literally covered from like their face to their feet, I feel like I'm moderately tattooed, moderately to heavy, not necessarily like heavy, because when I think of heavy, I think of really like a full bodysuit, you know what I mean?
Like tattoos you can't conceal.
Yeah, exactly. So I would say I'm sort of heavily tattooed. I feel like sort of. I don't think it's black and white. I really don't.
I definitely don't. I definitely think like for my age, kind of like what you said, I could definitely have more, and I've met people younger than me who have a lot more.
Same.
I feel a little bit of hesitance saying heavily tattooed because I have been corrected, and I have met people with more tattoos who consider themselves less.
Right.
But I also think like, well, I'm also 26. I'm a little older than you.
Right.
Had a little more time. I think I also have less tattoos than you too.
Yes.
it's a competition.
It's totally a competition, especially if you're both women.
Oh yeah, we're gonna fight this out later.
Clearly.
Let's compare tattoos.
Yeah, oh my god.
I think for like my goals, I think I'm on track with how tattooed I want to be. But I'm definitely surprised. I don't think that I'm young anymore. You'll catch me saying that I'm very old.
I literally think the same thing.
That I'm
like decrepit, right?
It hurts and medication. I do think for my age, I'm right on par.
Right.
But I do think it can be like astounding. Like, oh my god, my back is tattooed. That's crazy.
That's how I feel. I feel like it's like once you start getting larger pieces, that's when you become going from someone who like has tattoos to like a tattooed person.
Investment pieces.
Yeah, like investment pieces, like real commitment pieces. I feel like
they're on the calendar.
Literally, like literally though. I feel like that's like when you can kind of start considering yourself or look at people as more heavily tattooed.
Yeah.
You know, rather than just having like a bunch of little ones. I think like the big pieces make like a bigger impact. You know.
And I think people are asking me this question. They are like, when can I consider myself heavily tattooed?
Right.
And I think it is like
it's relative.
And it definitely has to do with like when they are not something they are scheduled, and you treat your tattoo artist and being tattooed, it's less like a novelty, it's less like freaking out like my mom has to be in the room with me. It's more like
I'm still like that sometimes. Not gonna lie, but like not as much. Like I can get tattooed alone now.
Yeah,
not all the time.
I think it's like that when it's more, I don't want to say monotonous, because then it's like, oh, I gotta get tattooed today. Sorry guys, I can't go.
Right.
But once the tattoos are noticeable, even if you still hide them like me, or if they're visible and you can't always cover them, I think you can call yourself heavily tattooed.
Right, when it becomes less of a novelty, you know, like less of a... Like
when
a
it's something you want.
Yeah.
So I came up with some questions for us today so we didn't get sidetracked. A little bit we already have, but this is the first time we've ever met each other. I think maybe once I saw you in Asbury Park.
Probably.
Is there like a vegan ice cream spot there?
Yes, Cooking Creamery.
I was there like 2 summers ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was probably looking a mess.
No, I was... If it was hot out, I hope I had a mask on.
Literally same.
Do you think your career encouraged you to become more tattooed / modified?
Right.
Maybe not encouraged, but fast-tracked all the tattoos you have.
Right. Well, okay, I'll start by saying definitely yes, because I'm really fortunate to have like all of my careers be things where I can express myself like visually, and even though there's a lot of judgment, I knew it wouldn't hold me back. You know what I mean? Like if I wanted to do something where I knew it was going to be a problem to have visible tattoos, I wouldn't have done it, because to me, like as important like as tattoos are to me, I feel like having a future, like a successful future and doing something I love is like more important. You know what I mean? So I think it not really like encouraged me, but like you said, like made it easier for me to make the decisions and not have any like hesitation about it, you know?
Do you think you would be as equally modified if you found yourself with a different career path?
Probably not. I would want to be, but like thinking realistically, like I mean, I don't know, I can't think of anything else I would even want to be, but let's say like a kindergarten teacher, like I wouldn't be able to do it. If that was my passion, like my true passion, like over tattoos, then I wouldn't have them, you know? But tattoos always kind of trumped like on the passion level. I was like, I'm gonna do something that allows for it too. You know what I mean? That was another thing I had to like say, I'm gonna do something that allows for it because I want it so bad, you know?
I think in my life, I think it was a little more difficult for me. And if you guys have seen any of my other channels, I did take out all of my piercings, all my facial piercings, in order to get a job at a coffee shop. And that was something pretty hard for me, but it's never stopped me from getting tattooed. And it is I guess like I've had a couple odd jobs here and there. I just went to beauty school like the last year, which is a job that, you know, like you can you're encouraged to have self-expression, and you're really encouraged to look a certain way.
Right, and be unique. Yeah.
And sell yourself.
100%. Yeah, it's like you're your own portfolio half the time.
Yeah. So I think I did face a lot of challenges because I did want to be a certain way, and then there were like different limitations, like definitely what job I was going to have, how I was going to look. Those were very connected. Now I'm pretty fortunate because I do have a career where self-expression is encouraged. Yeah. But you can also see that a lot of my tattoos can be easily covered with this outfit, and I think that that was just a strategy because I was really uncertain of my future and what was going to happen, and even now I'm like, oh, I hope I don't break my hands.
Oh my God, I never thought about that.
I constantly think about what if I break my hands every day.
All of my careers, I won't be able to do.
I like open the door like, I get out of the car, like I close the door.
Really must keep all of my fingers, otherwise I won't be able to work. Literally. Damn, I never thought about that. You have me fucked up.
But I think like even in our 20s, like both of the way our tattoos, each of us are laid out, are definitely really different. But at the same time, I think my tattoos are more like, well, now I'm a lot more secure in my careers, but I never was before. So
that's the thing. Like you had jobs before you had your career. I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I went to cosmetology school when I was 16 and had my license when I was 17.
Yeah.
So I never had the chance to like go out and have to get like random odd jobs. Like I was just thrown right into my career. So it kind of all came like more easily and quickly for me because I was already a hairstylist, and then I was like, oh sweet, like now I can do this. You know what I mean?
If you guys know anything about the odd jobs I've taken from like Craigslist,
oh God,
please help. I thought I could be a model. No.
Oh no.
No, couldn't.
Oh God.
$50.
Don't. Oh, good. Yeah. I'm sure it was some creepy shit.
Oh my God. Yeah. I definitely think that my career and whatever that may be, it definitely didn't hinder anything. But I don't think that that's really careful planning and careful thinking. Like I do think that could definitely stop somebody.
Yeah.
But for me, I was like, oh, I'll just get my legs tattooed.
Right, yeah, stuff you can cover, right, yeah.
Do you believe that our age limits our ability to afford tattoos? I think a big question a lot of us get, I know when Hannah was on the channel, it was a question in the comments that came up over and over and over again, and it was like, you are young, how can you afford to get these tattoos? I think when I am stopped in public, this is even a question I am asked, and I always have a cute little anecdote like, oh, I have all these tattoos, but I don't have my own car, ha ha ha.
Oh.
Do you believe that our age, being in our 20s, has ever hindered you from your goals of being tattooed?
Me personally, no, because I've always been a saver, and like when I want to spend money on anything, whether it's a vacation or like a tattoo, I will have already budgeted for that, like in the past. Like I always put money away to save because I know I'm gonna need to make an investment in something I enjoy, you know, at some point in the future, as well as, you know, having a home and all that stuff. But I always, to me, it's like I've always budgeted spending money. That's just like what it is. Like it goes to food, you know, things I enjoy, like, you know, hair, makeup, tattoos, and like vacations, you know, that's like what I save for, you know. It's like, it's not like I'm using money that I don't have. So I don't think it's hindered my ability at all, but I mean, I feel like it could for some people maybe, but if you like know how to budget money.
I definitely believe it's like a lifestyle thing, and if you have a lifestyle where you know you want to be tattooed, I don't think it's this like live fast culture. I think that honestly you'll find tattooed people who are like, oh, I gotta get my coupons, and I pack my lunch. Like, I pack my lunch every day. I do get coffee every day, but when I'm not at work, I make my own coffee. And I'm not saying those are the little things, the penny pinchers, but this is definitely something that I've always budgeted for, and it's always been something that no one can take away from me once I buy it.
Exactly. And, like, it's also something I never feel guilty about once I do, because I'm like, there's literally pretty much no like object or material thing that you can spend money on that you will have forever, but you'll have like memories forever, and you'll have your tattoos forever. So it's like, to me, it's priceless. Like, yeah, you're spending money, but it's priceless because it's something I will literally have for the rest of my life. And I spent more on so many other material things that I'm not gonna have forever. That don't hold that much value to me, just monetary. So it's like, to me, it's like it's an investment. It's not just like throwing it away.
An investment is a really good phrasing, because that's exactly what it is, and you can save up for it, and you can do the research, and you can find the tattoo artists you love. You could travel to them, or they're around the corner, you're just meeting them for the first time, but it's all, so much goes into it, and I know he's up to no good.
I'm like, Ethan,
there's some tripods over there.
I know, I'm like, oh God.
It's okay, I'm prepared.
He's alright. With the squirt bottle.
I have to film with it now.
That's not vegan. I'm just kidding.
don't get him wet.
Don't get him wet. He's a cat. It's like poison.
I do feel firmly about saving up for tattoos and getting ones that I love. I've never had like a designer purse, and even though my little anecdote is like, oh, I don't have a car, like it is true. Like there's definitely things that I go without. I can't speak for you, but maybe things that you go without. And they're different luxuries, but that's how every single person lives.
Right, exactly.
Like some people have bigger student loans than me. Some people buy nicer cars and they lease them every month. Everybody has their own little freak that they do.
Absolutely. Or habit or passion or like anything. Like,
I run into so many people who are like, how much did that cost? And I'm like, that's always the first question.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Right. Like, I don't know why that's the first thing that goes to people's mind, because it's like, people don't realize, like, they spend money on stuff all the time, like, habitually. Like, they'll, like, smoke cigarettes, or they'll buy alcohol, or they'll be, I don't know, like, get their nails done. Like, there's things that people spend so much money on that adds up, and it's just, like, I don't see how that's any different than taking it out in, like, a lump sum, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, to me, it's like, if I get, I don't know, one tattoo a month that costs $100, that's the same amount of money that someone spent to get their nails done. But again, that's, like, temporary, you know what I mean? It's really just, I don't know, I feel like if it's something you're passionate about, you can, you know, budget, and if you have a job, you can budget for it. If it's that important to you, you can make time, money for it, for really anything, you know?
And you guys know I worked at McDonald's for 100 years, and that's when I started getting tattooed. Right. When I was 18 and you would get that little paycheck from McDonald's, it still meant something. And even, I was so happy to have it too, because in my McDonald's uniform, you can't really change that. It's blue, it's yellow. But a little tattoo, I was like, I'm unique.
Yeah, I'm tight. Like, this is it.
I'm in jail, but I have my little.
Yeah, right.
But it really, if you have a job and that's what you want to spend money on, you'll save up and...
Right. You do go without because of it, but I don't feel like I'm really going without anything. Like, yeah, it's true, I can't afford to live on my own, but it has nothing to do with me getting tattooed. Like, a few $100s here and a few $100s there isn't what's stopping me from buying a house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it just, because it's fucking expensive. Like, and I have other things to pay for, so instead of paying, you know, rent or whatever, I am
my tattoo bill.
Yeah, literally, my tattoo bill. And that's what I do. I have, like, an envelope, and I put, like, cash in it out of each, you know, time I get paid, and that's what I get tattooed with, and the rest goes to bills, food, you know what I mean, other stuff. You just budget.
That's exactly right. And I'm sure you guys heard me use language like saving up for my back tattoo.
Right.
Like, it's not like I got a big check and I was like, let's go to New York!
We out, fam! We getting that tat. Like,
yeah.
it
took me until I was 26 years old to afford a back tattoo. And
exactly.
when I got that...
Yeah. Right, and people also, like, almost seem to think that, like, you got all these tattoos at one time. Like, that it wasn't, like, a year-long process, that you went to the bank, took out $3,000, and were like, give me a sleeve.
Yeah.
You're like, it's not like that. It's gradual. It's, like, here and there, you know?
It also doesn't mean that I'm, like, rich, either.
Not at all.
It's not like I'm like, my tats. I'm, like, my glasses on, like, in my notebook, like... All right, well, if I put that off next month and...
Literally.
All right.
Same.
Well, my birthday's coming up.
Like, right, like, I'm gonna get that as my birthday present to myself. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people don't realize. I mean, maybe some people do that, but also people don't realize that, like, all tattoos cost different prices. Like, you could be getting a tattoo for free. You could be getting a tattoo for $10. Like, you don't know.
But imagine this.
Okay.
We're in our 20s, so it's frowned upon that we're, like, spending, like, tattoo money. But imagine, like, you're in your 40s now, and you're like, I'm mature enough now to get tattoos.
Right.
It's not something you commonly see, but I feel like it's something we're pressured into feeling.
Almost, yeah. But then it's like, then you have, like, the opposite side where it's like you're someone older than 30 getting tattoos. People are like, why are you trying to be young?
Yeah.
Like, why are you trying to do that? Do you know what you're going to look like in 10 years? Like, you're old. So you really can't win. It's like either one. But, like, I don't know. I don't get, like, that many negative reactions about, like, the price. Thank goodness, because it's like it's not that big of a deal. You know, it's just really not. It's like you spend money on things you like, and I do the same thing. It's like, you know.
Yeah, I definitely. It's always that, like, little weird thing where I'm like, well, I don't know, what else do 20-year-olds spend their money on?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I've never been to a club. I've been to a bar, like, once.
Wait, really?
I don't. It's loud in there.
It is so loud, and it's a little scary.
I think if I went once with people who encouraged me the entire time,
then you'd be able to do it.
I've been to Mad Max. It's pretty loud in
I
there.
don't even know what that is.
So Here's the final question. A little cheesy, but definitely worth exploring. And it is, are you addicted to tattoos? I'm gonna flat out say no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. No, I'm not. No, because I hate getting tattooed.
I hate it.
I really love having tattoos, and I love once they're on my body and healed. But I hate the healing process. I hate getting tattooed. It gives me so much anxiety, and it hurts so bad that, like...
So, it stresses me the fuck out.
No, it really stresses me out.
Until I'm there getting it, then I'm like, oh, thank God it all worked out. And then I'm like, oh, it sucks.
Then I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, no, it's not fun. Like, every time I get tattooed, I'm like, I wish I had a less painful hobby because, like, I hate it. I don't ever look forward to getting tattooed. I look forward to having the tattoo. But I don't feel like, oh, God, I need to get tattooed. Like, I'm itching for it.
I need it.
I need the pain.
I think definitely, like, in the beginning, but I don't know if it counts because it wasn't, like, my 20s. I think in the beginning when I was legally allowed to be tattooed and was becoming more familiar with it, like, the processes, making appointments, finding artists, stuff like that, I think that becomes thrilling, and that thrill, I don't want to say it's not there, but it's a lot different now. It's a lot more calculated.
Right.
Like, making the appointment, getting the tattoo, strategizing, putting everything together, all the pieces and stuff, it does become stressful.
It's extremely stressful. To me, it really is. It's like, and I also have like little stresses that most people don't think about. It's like they put the stencil on and I want to move it, but I don't want to annoy them, but it has to be perfect. I know. And I'm like, shit. Now I have to take it off and put it on 10 times. It's like, I'm not sitting there like, oh, this is sick. I love this. This is such a great process. Like the whole time I'm like, oh. Yeah, the whole time I'm like, oh my God, like I hate this. Why do I do this? And then it's done, and I'm like,
and I'm like dumping Monster Energy drink over myself the whole time.
It's like I literally bring a stress ball, and I squeeze it because I'm like so stressed. It's like, even no matter what, like no matter how pleasant like your environment is, no matter who your company is, no matter how awesome your artist is, like it's still gonna suck. It's like, for me personally, that's just, I have no pain tolerance.
No way. I think the first time I was ever like, is this not fun? And someone was like, no, it's not. I think that was the first time where I was like, oh, good.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people who are like, fucking love it, can't wait for my next tat, I got it booked.
I fell asleep.
Yeah, I fell asleep. I put my headphones on. The whole time I'm like, did I talk too much? Did I talk enough?
Did they smell me breathing?
If I asked to go to the bathroom like one more time, what are they thinking?
Exactly. And the whole time I'm going like, ow, ow. And then I'm like, am I annoying like the artist? Like, am I gonna cry? Can my body take it? Then I start twitching. And I'm like, am I gonna fuck it up? Oh my God, it's so much pressure. And then it's like, how much do I tip?
Yeah, if anything, I'm like hardened by being tattooed. But I don't want to say the thrill isn't there because I do love the result. I love meeting the artist. I love going there. I love talking to you guys about it 100%. This is no chore at all. Yes. This is actually because the anxiety is real. And the little nervousness, being able to talk to somebody about it and being like, I had a hard time making an appointment because I doubt myself.
And I didn't want to talk to anyone on the phone.
Yeah.
Like, I feel so weird, like, calling up and being like, I want a tattoo.
Hi,
and then you start like, I want a tattoo. Like, you can't say words.
It's not quick and
Hi, my name's Morgan. Like, it's just so awkward, like the whole thing. And even I hate describing my ideas to people because then I feel like I sound so stupid. Like, oh yeah, I want like a pig with like a top hat and a monocle. And I think back, I'm like, I must sound so stupid describing it. You know what I mean? Like, I must sound like crazy.
I don't know. I'm not addicted to being tattooed, but I do want to get parts of my body done, and blank spots do drive me crazy. And the gaps are real, and they make me feel weird, but it's more just like a little,
it's like an annoyance, like something you just want to get done with. But it's not like, I just want to cover that shit up, but like not like right now. It's not urgent. It's not like a physical or mental need. Like I need to do this right now.
Well, there are times where I have good ideas and then I can't stop thinking of them.
Well, that happens to me too. I feel like that's just a little bit of like excitement.
Addiction.
I'm addicted to pain. And I actually hate pain. I get that a lot too. I got stopped and asked if I was a masochist, and I was like,
oh, people love that shit. They're like, you're kinky, right? And I'm like, what?
I'm like, Ikumi? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
like-
understand what you just fucking said. Like, I'm so uncomfortable right now. Like,
Yeah.
why did you ask that?
Well, I'm outside. Like,
Yeah, like,
it's hard enough for me to go outside.
I know. Like, if the one time I leave my house and this is really what you're hitting me with right now.
I know. Don't
It's
even go
insane.
outside during the summer if you don't
have
want to be hit with
tattoos?
like a kink thing.
Oh my god. Hey, girl, you like pain? I'm like, actually, no. That's what I say. And they're like, they
I'm
don't even know how to
suffering
react.
right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Does that hurt? Yep. It
This
hurts.
right now.
I'm
This has
addicted.
been Tattoo Talk Tuesday. Can we look forward to a little? Am I gonna be? Should I tell them to come?
Yeah, come to my channel.
So we're
I don't
gonna
know
do
what
a
we're
video.
talking about yet.
It'll probably be a little bit like this, which
Yeah.
is really cool. A little more of like a chat between us
Yes.
over on Morgan's channel, and I think that'll be cool. It's a little different feel for you. It's been over 30 minutes. That's how we know we've been talking for a true minute. I did put the jacket back on.
Oh, okay.
It took up a lot of time.
Oh, yeah. True.
So I'll leave all the links in order for you to head over to her channel in the down box. Check her out. Check me out on her channel, and
Yes.
we'll have a little
Chat.
tattoo talk feature over there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
That's what it'll be.
thank you guys so much. Thanks for coming over. Thanks for coming to Philly.
Yeah, no problem.
A
Thanks
true
for having
pleasure.
me.
Oh my God, is it you?
Don't cry. Don't cry. It's me, bitch.
Actually, I thought I might geek a little, and then you were like, is this a good parking spot?
Oh, I'm such a nerd.
And I was like, oh my gosh, she normal?
Yeah. I was like, can you come outside? I literally called her. I was like, can you outside and tell me if this is a parking spot? And I'm literally like, I'm like so nervous. I'm like, I don't know what to do. And then it's just like, oh, hey, what up?
If I could never parallel park again, it would be a good life.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
So
But yeah, my channel.
give this video a thumbs up, give this video a million likes, and check us out on the other
1
channel.
million.
If you could just give me a million likes, that
Just
would really
one.
help me
Like,
out.
yeah, that would actually be really tight. Thanks,
A
guys.
million likes.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys. And until next week, check us out. Video like this every Tuesday.